Hey guys, this is Kris from Krisproductions, and today I am bringing you guys my Battle of Felucia, my giant supply base, 20 gray baseplate mock on Felucia. So as you guys can see, this mock is pretty big with 10 gray baseplates of battlefield and the Felucian terrain, and then 10 gray baseplates of a ginormous base. So, as you guys can see in the battlefield, we've got a lot going on here. We've got all sorts of plants, droids, and yeah, so I'll just get started on the battlefield and kind of explain a bit of the story here. So starting in the back, what has happened is the droids have come through, and by mainly attacking with droids, they have evaded the Republic sensors that would detect the attack, and then after they brought in tanks, and basically by doing that they've evaded the sensors, which has allowed them to sneak past these 4 giant AV-7 cannons to attack the base. Now they cannot attack it aerially because you have a shield generator in the top corner, which we'll get to later. So yeah, let's start. Over here we got a tactical droid leading the attack. All sorts of battle droids. Lots and lots of droids. As you can see. And then we go over here to the second front of the battle. We've got this another wave of droids coming in, attacking. So I'm going to start on this corner with the clones and kind of the terrain, so as you guys can see. I tried to imitate the Felucia plant life as best as possible. So we got all these camo clones. They're jungle camo, kind of using the terrain to their advantage, as well as the 91st Recon Corps and Stas Ali. See them making their valiant defense against this droid army that's attacking. And then you've got a few clones off in the jungle. You got some more sneaking around. We've got some lots of giant Felucia-like plants. Over here we have an AT-OT, and it's just unloading troops, as this AT-OT was pretty much caught by surprise by the droid forces. So in the back we've got some clones unloading. Got some clones coming in, taking cover behind the legs. We got a few dead, and then here is Ayla Sakura and her 327 Sky Corps troopers, and Commander Bly attacking, leading the charge on this front with these 2 other 91st Recon Corps troopers, and the one that unfortunately did not make it. As you can see, there's just tons of plants in this terrain, all different types. Some very unique plants going on here in the battlefield. And right now this was kind of this patrol, I guess you could say, and this was the only thing that was out of the giant supply base. So there are vehicles on the inside, but this was just the ones that were outside and caught by surprise. Very large plants. And that is the battlefield, so let's get on to the base. Now, the base is a whole new level of huge. It's 10 gray base plates. It's somewhere around 50 or 60 bricks tall. It is just ginormous. I have a hard time capturing the whole thing on camera. I'm in the corner of my room. It's just that big. So I'll start on this side with the giant door, large enough to fit AT-APs, turbo tanks, any vehicle through. And that's what you'll see on the inside, is this is a giant warehouse for Republic vehicles, and it's a key base in their conquest over Felucia. Due to a bit of a structural problem and the whole door just not wanting to work with me, getting caught on every little thing, I just wasn't able to get a good shot of it sliding up and down, but I got it down right now, so I'll just kind of show you guys what it looks like. But it does slide up and down on a good day. As you can see, yeah, it's just all the way down, and it goes in between the tables. It's magic. On the top we've got a shield generator. As you can see, it's based off of kind of the episode 5 Hoth Echo base one, but kind of, well, it's my own version of it. So, and then on the top we've got some just interesting kind of patterns. You've got 4 AV-7 cannons, so we go down the roof, making for one awesome defense against almost any separatist attack. And as you can see, now we have the open panel sections in the base. We'll start with this one. In here we have a custom Stas LE starfighter. Landed in that one. My own creation. Used the old 2005 Anakin's Jedi starfighter and just modified the colors quite a bit. We got a Republic dropship, a massive set. It's landed in here. You can see there's lots of crates, lots of pilots hanging around. You got a sticker on the dropship. You got some transport vehicles. You got Clone pushing some rockets there. And then here we've got 91st Recon Corps troopers. We got a bunch more. And some more pilots. You can see here's a Republic gunship. And you've got 2 Open Circle Fleet pilots in there. And here you've got 2 clones getting ready to take off and go and join the battle along with these recon troopers. If we go over here, we've got some 91st Recon Corps troopers dealing with a injured trooper. And as we get into back, we get into more of the supplies, as this is a giant supply and warehouse. As you can see, very well defended. So now as we go deeper inside the base, I'd like to show you guys what the back looks like. And now, a bit of an extravagant design, but I don't know, I felt like it just needed something in the back. And these are the giant support pillars that support the roof. And it's this design for each one of them as we go down the mock. And as you can see, we've got these small generators for the AV-7 cannons to power each one individually apart from their own power systems. Maybe give them that extra firepower in battle. Maybe keep them charged. Here you've got the massive shield generator. As you can see, it's pretty big. And then we go down back over here, and you can see the back side to the gunship, the giant landing platform. You got more crates, and you can follow this, and you got some more supply crates, and even more. They're kind of just, the whole base is just littered with supplies, because that's what this muck is. You got the back of the dropship, got some more crates, You've got an extra bark speeder sitting here, and you can see where the open spots where the other ones that are out launched in the battlefield are, and then you've got the kind of the runway or the launch pad that could fit multiple starfighters to launch out of there. Alright, so just turned on some lights there, so now you can see the inside of this last section of the second floor. As you can see, this is a giant speeder bike bay. We've got 3 of these bark speeders with sidecars. You've got all these Recon Corps troopers running into the speeders. We've got a ton of kind of crates and different supplies here, all just waiting to be transported. We've got a transport cart, which I'll show you a bit more of in a second. And then you've got a number of speeders here. There's a few missing. And then you've kind of got this, this driveway that goes down. And of course, if you guys have seen the speeder's hover technology, it does allow it to fly and go down distances. You see it a few times in the Clone Wars. So the speeder bikes just come over here, and then they drop down into the next floor down. Here we've got a supply crane and just a ton of crates and other supplies, and yeah. Now this supply cart, what I have here is I have a crate that's perfectly set up for it. So you take this and you pop it in, and now you've got your supplies, and all you have to do is push it, and it runs down the track system. Alright, so here we got the entrance, and as you can see, it looks pretty awesome. It's just got all that room. It's got this huge snot slab. It's all smooth, and it fits more than one turbo tank. So yeah, and you've got this cool pattern that goes all the way along, and yeah. Now if you go back here, as you can see, you've got what the back looks like, and we follow up the pillar, and now we've got this entrance or this walkway, and it leads to each. It's what all the pillars look like, and then you've got this walkway that is very hard to capture on video, and it leads to a small room in there with some control panels and stuff. Now this is what all the walkways look like going all the way down. So as you can see, well, it's a pretty long walkway. Alright, so here is AT-TE bay number 1. This is the edge of the wall, just in case you hadn't seen it before. And this is the pattern as we go in to the mock that you see going all the way down right to the end. Right, so turbo tank. And it goes out here to the first section of the kind of the driveway that connects the whole thing, and it goes down and down past pillar after pillar, and you eventually end up at this turbo tank here. And the turbo tank, as you can see, can roll all the way down around the pillar, the other pillar, and it can go all the way, and then it can roll right out next to the other turbo tank right there. And yeah, and if you're wondering, this is where AT-TE, all the AT-TE bays are. You've got 1, 2, 3, and on the other side of this pillar, and behind the turbo tank, you have number 4. Kind of hard to show. Thought it would be fun to give you guys a glimpse of what it looks like without the AT-TEs inside. I'm sorry for the bit of darkness, but yeah, so these are the empty AT-TE bays, and as you can see, they're very large, and they not just fit AT-TEs, but as well you can fit entire turbo tanks can just roll up and then fit inside these. Well, now that you guys have seen the interior, you guys have seen my whole Felucia mock. 20 gray base plates, a very long time in the making, and definitely too long for my taste. Definitely like to, after this, I'm going into a 10 gray base plate mock building system where I got 2 things on the go at once. So very excited about that. This mock really has been very interesting for me because it's been a challenge to build, because just the threat of always running out of pieces. These giant slabs of snot technique, they're bricks going sideways that go across the whole base on the roof and on the second floor. Just they use up so many Lego bricks that it is just nuts. So running out of bricks was a huge issue on this giant base, so that was definitely something. But I'm very happy with the way that some things turned out. The Republic symbol, the shield generator, definitely going to be keeping those things around, and I'm very excited just the way that they turned out. Some things I'm not as excited about how their final result was in this mock, the structural stability, kind of the way that the structure was made, and then definitely the detailing on the inside of the base. I know it's not really up to it's not up to my standards, so I definitely, if I could do it again, I would do it again a lot differently. So yeah, that's just me. And the Felucia plants, I'm pretty happy with the way that they turned out. I've had a few comments about those, but I'm very happy because, I mean, some of this jungle stuff, it's just very hard to recreate, and I mean, that's Felucia. It's got those unique plants, so yeah. Now, if you guys want to see something awesome, I'm going to be blowing this base up. This base is going off the table in 2 weeks on this channel, so make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for that. As well as, if you guys don't know, I have a vlog channel where I do updates, and I kind of, I'll do hauls or whatever I'm doing. I'll show it on there. Krisproductions vlogs, it's boxed on my main channel here. I also am on Instagram, very active at Krisproductions. I'm on Flickr, I'm on Facebook. I have my own website thing, Krisproductions.com. I know it's a hard one to remember, but yeah. So I'm back to being active again on my channel. I got my complete Lego collection video coming out next weekend. And this mock has been an awesome thing to finally have finished, and I'm glad that I finished it on Force Friday with the Force Awakens products all coming out today. It's just been a pretty exciting time for Star Wars, so stay tuned because I'm going to be doing 2 mocks at once soon. We're going to have Rebels and then Clone Wars mocks going on simultaneously, and then as we get closer to Christmas, you're going to start seeing Force Awakens mocks coming from me, so I'm very excited for that, and I hope that you are too. So if you've been a long-term subscriber, I definitely hope that I can finally give you the content that you've subscribed for, and just definitely reward you guys for staying subscribed all this time and staying active and aware. So thank you guys all for watching. You guys have been awesome fans. If you made it this far in the video, like, I cannot thank you enough. And I just am so happy that this mock is out there for you guys to see. So I hope you've enjoyed my biggest base yet, and definitely stay creative. And thanks for watching.